I find it crazy that on some of the guides, they recommend instead of having healing bonus for the last one, they recommend having health. And it's like, that's not going to increase his scaling as much. Like, another health is not going to increase the healing as much as healing bonus.
Where did that come from?
It's all a multiplier. It's like a health one here. 46.6% is what that caps out at. So you take his health, 12,397. So 12,397 times, what would it be? The point
Benny's
let me see, 0.466. So that's like an additional 5,800 basically hit points per this. And this also has like health in the secondary. Like if you get health bonus in the primary, you can't get health bonus in the secondary. That's just how artifacts work. So like it's not... The difference in health would actually be closer to about 5,000 if that. So 5,000 difference in health, so 30 to 35,000 health. Like 35,000 health times his healing here. Let's see, times... Oh yeah, 0.108. Okay. Plus the 1270 would be 5,000 a tick. So that's not all that much, not without a healing bonus. Whereas with 30,000 for 60 times the, let's see, 0.108 plus 1270. That's 4,500 base healing. Then we multiply it by the healing bonus. Then you'll see that it doesn't make sense to have another health on the last one. 1.359 is 6,200 basically. So you go from 5,500 to 6,200. This is why I can't believe that on some of the guides they actually recommend on this last one. Well, a lot of them will recommend health, health, and health. And it's like that. Like that, sure, that, well, it actually won't make the healing ticks higher. It would make the healing ticks higher if you have healing bonus on the last one. It's like, sure, it makes him tanky, but what's the point of making him tanky? Like, what the frick? Yeah, like, in all honesty, I think this is the build that makes most sense. A whole bunch of energy recharge, so you have huge burst uptime. And then health and healing bonus. Because, like, he's still healing for 6,000 a tick. Oh, your off-pieces sounds, yeah. The RNG of artifacts can be a huge pain sometimes. Sometimes you just kind of have to go with what you get. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the artifact RNG is, I think, the most annoying part. This is why I don't give people too hard of a time if their artifacts aren't exactly what we'd prefer to see. This, like, artifact RNG can just be horrible. Oh yeah, and oh gosh, what was it? The one Yelan banner, I did like 70, I want to say like 70 or 80 pulls, didn't get her. This last Yelan banner, same thing, 70, 80 pulls,
no one's joined me on an adventure in ages.
So it's like a total of like 150 pulls on her, and no Yelan to show for it. Absolutely hate that.
Adventure time.
Like, I'm not spending money to get her. You got Yelan at 86 pity on the 50-50. I want to go. Yeah, that's bad thing. And I'm contemplating now, because I have a ton of pity. I'm contemplating pulling Zhongli, but then like I don't know who, like what team comp I would really use him in other than like Mono Geo with like Noel as the main DPS, because I don't really care for Arataki Ito. And I don't really care for Goru either, but like, I don't know, I could see using him and Noel together in a Mono Geo team. I don't know. So I'm like, do I pull Zhongli? He is a really good shielding character. Or do I keep my pity for the upcoming characters? That is a good question. Let me see. 4.1 banner. Let me see. Okay, yeah, Nervalet, and yeah, I think Hu Tao is coming up. I would really like to get Hu Tao. And I do really like Nervalet as a character too. I mean, she's definitely stupid powerful. And then phase 2, it looks like we have him. And Venti. I mean, those are all really good characters. Like, well, at least Venti and Hu Tao. These are probably going to be good characters. So, I don't know. 'Cause I have a ton of pity now because I didn't get Yelan, unfortunately. Like, I don't know if I really want to use my pity on Zhongli. Or if I want to get someone else. Yeah, Nervalet, him, yep. Yep. It doesn't really show the 4-star characters that are coming along with them, but... I mean, given how good Hu Tao and Venti are, they're really good. Between Hu Tao and Nervalet, though, I don't know who I would choose. I think out of these 4, I would probably choose Hu Tao. Probably. Because, like, yeah, I have... Well, let me see. What is the Hu Tao team setup? What is the Hu Tao team setup? Because I really do like Hu Tao as a character, and she's very high tier. So... what kind of team setup? I'm pretty sure it's going to be, yeah, some form of vape. I mean, I have Xingqiu. Don't exactly have Yelan. I do have a good Mona, though. I think she would work with... I think she works with Mona. I want to say she does. I want to say she works with Mona. And then they're going to recommend, of course, Zhongli, who I don't have. And I'm not sure... Like, if I use my pity on Zhongli, I'm not going to be able to pull Hu Tao, I'm pretty sure. I don't have that kind of pulls. Yeah, I think if anything, I would pull Hu Tao. I think it's, yeah, I think my best bet is just to wait for Hu Tao's banner. It's like, sure, I like Zhongli, but like, I don't know, he's mostly useful in a Mono Geo team. Like, even in this team comp, just with Pyro Resonance alone and everything, I would think Bennett would be the better choice. Yeah, I would think Bennett would be the better choice here. Like with Xingqiu's, what do you call it? Crowd control resist from his swords. We don't really need a shielder. Like, shielder is not really necessary with his swords. So long as his swords are on, you don't really need a shielder, because it's like you get hit, his sword heals you for quite a bit of damage, and it provides the crowd control resist. Like, Xingqiu is basically a shielder. And his swords will heal for like a good 4k apiece, so it's basically like having a 16k shield on. It's not much difference. Yeah. But in all honesty, I think Bennett would work better here. Yeah. Because if like, yeah. Another thing though is like if I pull Zhongli, he mostly works the best in Mono Geo. I'm like, yeah. Just, yeah, he works a lot better with Geo. So then I'd have to build a whole bunch of Geo characters, whereas Hu Tao, I already have a lot of the characters that I would need for her. What else? Nervalette we don't really know a whole lot about. I don't know that they're really going to have anything for him. Okay, he is Hydra of some kind. Although it's sub DPS, primary DPS. Charge main DPS that scales off of health. So hopefully better than Pyro Fisty Girl. What's her name? Hopefully better than Dia, who I did not try to pull for. But I got her, I lost 50-50 to her twice. Well, one was in the free banner. Yeah, so hopefully he's stronger than Dia. Him as a main DPS, like, what would the team comp for him even be? Like, I mean, this is kind of all speculative right now. As a Hydro main DPS, I would kind of think that you would almost go for a freeze comp. I don't know. That's a weird Hydro main DPS. Yeah, that would be weird. Then he's a cryo. I mean, there we would probably be going for a freeze slash superconduct slash melt. Yeah, melt. This is another good one. The guy is just Hydro Hu Tao. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like, but like, I don't know, Hu Tao seems like she would work a little bit better. Yeah, I think if anything I'll pull for Hu Tao. She seems like the character that would make the most sense for me to pull for. Like, I do have a good freeze team that he could work with, but like, I really like Hu Tao as a character too, and she's already double S tier. Like, we already know that Hu Tao is really good. And I'm pretty sure she works with Mona. Pretty sure. Differently. My decision almost cost you your life, but no words could express the remorse I feel. It's all your fault, Kryl. Let's see. We will never forgive you, Kryl. It's a relief to hear you say that, thank you. I know, it's always a relief to hear me say things like that to you. Time and again, I have been made to feel woefully inadequate, as you should. Oh, Peck, forgive me for delaying the gathering. Absolutely not. Unacceptable. You'll be branded. We'll brand you with the dwaddling, symbol of shame. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. Not an excuse, Alphino. Don't want to hear your excuses. As busy as Father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he's been good enough to show concern for the Scions. Finally. And besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write them as often as I am able. As if you haven't already been doing that. Yeah, even with the potential of corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Nah, we can just leave history up to the politicians to tell us what it is, right? Nah, we can just let the politicians determine what the history is, you know? It's just like how slavery in the United States was definitely 100% racist. It's not like it was black people over in Africa handing over their countrymen to us because the average life expectancy once a European went over there was only a year. And it's not like there were black slaveholders in America. And it's not like slavery was the norm throughout all of world history or anything. And it's not like we were one of the first ones to abolish slavery. No, it's definitely because we're all super racist, and we're all still super racist. So definitely leave history for the politicians.
And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star.
Jaws.
As she foretold.
Entice. Alright, let me see. Yes, this looks correct. My package has arrived. The box is a little beat up. Hopefully the package itself is fine. It probably is, knowing what it is, so probably fine. Yes. Here it is. Probably already know what this is. Yes, this is a metal one. Good not to be sharp. It 42 inches long. A leather sheath too. And it has a holder for it too. That's supposed to be one that goes over your shoulder. Not sure how well that's gonna work for drawing it. Could be kind of hard to draw from over your shoulder, but I think that is pretty cool looking. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty dang cool. I've always loved the look of the Master Sword. Always thought that's a really cool looking sword. This handle is definitely long enough to use two hands on it, so yeah. Crazy, because that's pretty much the size and everything of a broadsword, and it's nowhere near as heavy as you would think it would be. Like, that is not all that heavy. It's stainless steel too, so it's not like it's just some really weak metal or anything like that.